All right, good evening, guys. Ken at Tortoise Capital, nightly strategy podcast for May 10th, 2023. Good day in the market, good day for the traders. Lots of good stuff to cover. We'll start with portfolio, the swing hybrid portfolio using 30-minute charts, beginning with Alcoa. Yesterday, we initiated a COTA 2. It closed well. Today, it gapped up and then started to sell off, so we took the no lose plus dinner for 2, took the short on the collapsing dragon and the PSAR flip, and then cashed +1 to be flat. I considered going long at the PSAR flip at the end of the day on the strength in the market, but I elected to take that in a couple of the other steel companies, so no overnight position in Alcoa. This is AI, the AI software company. COTA 2 entry yesterday, added the on the gap and go. It closed well. Today it gapped up, and as it rolled over and came down and hit the PSAR flip, I decided that was enough for 1, 2, 3 on the first one, 1 on the second one, so +4. And I think that one's still in play. We'll see if that gives us a COTA 2 tomorrow, or if that's going to break down. We'll see. But no overnight risk. Caterpillar initiated the COTA 2 long. Cliff, we stopped and reversed today. There was an overnight position we held that started selling off. So we basically scratched, took the collapsing dragon short intraday, cashed it at the edge of the dragon for +1. CVS, no trade. Dish Network, yesterday we got 2 positions short, held it here overnight. It gapped down here, started to sell back off, so we took the exit at the edge of the dragon for 1, 2, 3, 4 on the first one, 2 on the second one for +6. Devon Energy was a intraday short on the collapsing dragon and covered at the edge of the river for +1. Electronic Arts, same thing for about +2. Emerging markets, no trade. Ethereum, no trade. Mexico, this was a sled ride today. Yesterday we started in the morning with the COTA 2, added a second position. It closed well. Today it gapped up and started to resume, so we added a third position. It rolled over. I took that exit there for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the first one. 1, 2, 3, 4 on the second one, 1 on the third one for +11. And then it reversed and kept going. So I said, let me put 1 back on for markets money. And we got 1 position long, basically with the 11 in the bank. Brazil, no trade. Intel, we had a short from yesterday. On the continuation trade this morning, we put the second position on. It gave an orderly recovery near the end of the day and exited here for +2 on the first one, 1 on the second one for a total of +3. And I feel like this one could really go tomorrow. We are at a support level where it really went before. So this one would be a rebound in the chips tomorrow would be unsurprising. IP, no trade. Real estate, real estate, we started with the COTA 2. It peaked and sold off, so I kept the no lose plus dinner for 2. It gave me a COTA 2 intraday, so I started it again and just decided to hold it. So we're holding a no lose plus dinner for 2. Basically, it's flat, and I'm looking for that to go. Not too optimistic on that one. Scratched the bankers. Tried that one from yesterday. Scratched it, stopped in reverse short. It's basically in this sideways crunch. I'm playing the short side for tomorrow for the overnight trade. McDonald's, we scratched the long. We took that long at the end of the day on the COTA 2, compound COTA 2. It gapped up, started to roll over, so I scratched. I don't like shorting the strongest stocks, and so therefore missed this one. And then I took that as like an afternoon hook. It closed really well in the last hour, so we're holding +1, and I think that's got room to go. Merck initiated the SSC, closed well. Marijuana, so this was a short from yesterday on the collapsing dragon. It closed here, so we held it, and today it did this. As it started to fail again, I took that one, and then I was just remembering all these gaps. So I just decided to get out of that one with 1, 2, 3, 4 on the two-day swing. And then we'll see, does it hold here tomorrow for a COTA 2, or does it collapse all the way back to here? So I'll be ready to play that one in either direction out of this, like a zero state. And I like not having any overnight risk. Now I like to see the gap. Clean energy. Yesterday we took the intraday gift, missed the big gap up move. No trade on it today. Rivian, this was a sled ride. Holy mackerel. We took the COTA 2. It closed well, and then it gapped up to here, ran all the way up to here, and then started to sell off, and I said, what am I doing? Getting out is what I'm doing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That's like +9. And then I was in shell shock, and I missed that move. So we'll just take 9 and live to see another day. The S&P was an amazing run today. Closed here, ran up, ran all the way down, ran all the way back up. That's an amazing one-day range, and it did twice that. It did double a large range move. So today was a trader's day. Treasuries finally found a way to get into it again. Took the gap and go. It's holding about 0.5, and I feel like I've seen the support level here around 103. I hope it gets to 105. Really hope it gets to 106.5. Tesla. So yesterday we took the afternoon hook. It closed well. Today it gapped to here, ran all the way up and all the way down. I just had to cash +1. It held support where we entered yesterday, and on the continued strength, I just put the same position back on, essentially, and only it's being paid for with that. So +1 and holding 1 overnight. U.S. Steel took yesterday it scratched out. It continued to fail. Took the collapsing dragon gift to here, which is 1, 2, and then it continued through the PSAR flip. So I'm taking that one with 1 unit of risk, and it's holding just a fraction. So pretty good day on the swings. A reasonable amount of overnight risk paid for with markets money. Check or hold. Let's try to get this thing working here. Okay, so we're back to the sniper trade of the day. We're on 3-minute charts. Here's where this symbol closed yesterday. It gapped up to here, which was a large gap. So on a large gap, we're entitled to believe that today could be a range stat kind of a day. It established the OR3 right here, which means that I'm prepared to fade this back to here, or play the continuation from here to go long. So it fails through the OR3. So we're short from here. There's our risk box. Check or hold. It immediately harshly sells off. Basically comes all the way back down to close the gap. It gets to here, and then starts to recover. So we just take that one and earn, let's see, 1, 2, +3 on that one. Check or hold. So that's about 30 minutes of work. Stop and reverse. Cash 1. On the RLXD, or coming through the dragon, re-enter, because that now feels like a kata 2 to the downside. That one earns 3. SSC earns 1. So this is, turning out to be a sled ride here. So that's 3. That's 1. This is another 3. That's 1. Stop and reverse on the... so this is clearly a kata 2 because you have, the lower highs. So we're planning to get to this test. And if that fails, we should be able to get a second position on. So we put the standard risk on it. Check or hold. So what would we call any entry that's south of the river but before the collapsing dragon? Any entry in this area. What do we call that? Because an entry here would be a collapsing dragon. So what do we call this? That's the pocket, and that makes this like a kata 2 to the downside. You could call that a supported fall crossing, I guess, because you have this pattern 1, 2, and then fail. So we're playing for that. Instead of waiting for this to break, we're able to get the pocket entry inside here, and that's what that entry is. Okay. So on the continuation to the downside, I look at this rejection and coming back this way as a collapsing dragon. Third position and cover. So that one's +5. This one is +3. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, +3. And this one is +1. So that's another 9 to go along with this 8. And this is turning out to be a monster of a day. No, because we're +8 right there, and it's rolling over. The RL10, yeah, maybe if you exit here, then you re-enter here. I wouldn't be offended. But we're holding almost +10 by that point. And then not to be outdone on the top side. PSAR flip. R10 wiggle, so kata 2, second position on, that's about 1, 2. That's a 3R battle drill. Another R10 wiggle, third position, fourth position, because why not? So we were holding about plus 17 on this, and then this one gives us 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That one gives us 2 more. That one gives us 1 more. That one's a scratch. So that's another 8 and 17. That's about 25 our day in the S&P. Just saying. We'll look at the traders. They had a great day today as well. Constantine. He's in the Euro Aussie. He doesn't play the breakdown, but he does see the SSC, and he plays this one, and it comes back to the previous resistance level. So he just takes 3R. He takes 2.9R out of the UK 100 on a breakdown of the collapsing dragon, and the hook covers for 3. The German 30 collapsing dragon for 2.8. Not surprising. His favorite gold US dollar on the 2s basically plays a PSAR flip for 2, gets long for 0.2, caught a 2 short, and covers at support, and he had things to do for 2.5. Pretty good day at work. Constantine's our prop trader. This is Agnieszka, and she plays out of this little shelf, this consolidation zone, a PSAR flip and a Z3 breakout. Takes the 0.9, tries the next one, 0.8, identified that as a potential short, waited for confirmation, gets 2.1, missed the entry, and so she nets 0.4 for the day. Here's another one out of that short. This is a Kata 2 entry right here, by the way. This is Brian, pulls in 5R today. He's got 20R on 50 trades. That's a 0.4 expectancy. Perfect entry. Perfect. Collapse, RLXD, PSAR flip. Perfect exit at the edge of the dragon. A bar late will give him slack. This one, let's make that a red to show that we're short, and then the cover here for a fraction. Continuation pattern below the collapsing dragon gets paid. Quick exit, stop and reverse, micro loss, or maybe a scratch and then a micro loss. Total of 5. Very nicely done. This is in the 1 minute on the Dow. Rad on the pound. And this is on the 3s. Plays the PSAR flip. 1.6. There was a Kata 2 here. This is Tim. So good. OR3. Hulk smash, second entry possible there. Nice exit, stop and reverse. I think it was a little late on the exit. After the predominant move down. Notice how far below it gets how far below it gets below the VWAP to the belly of the RL10. So when it reverses, that's about how high up it goes. It got as high up as it got down. So when that rolls over, you could get a 1, 2, 3 exit here rather than here. I'd rather keep that extra little piece. Good stop and reverse, quick scratch. Kata 2 reversal gets paid. Really nice, 2.9. Makes 2.3 on Tesla. Quick scratch, micro pay, stop and reverse, Hulk smash, beauty. Tries this one, quick exit, stop and reverse, gets paid. 2.3, total of 5 for the day. Good work. This is red. I'm not going to argue with getting paid. I do like the self-coaching here that notices the SSC, the stop and reverse. There's also this play, stop and reverse to here, and you'd want to exit here. I would have tried this one and tried to scratch and then tried to get short on that. Let's get paid. Nice. Learning to trust the PSAR on his notes. $3.6 on Constantine for this is the Dow on 2 minute, and the SSC entry. There was 2 Kata 2s on the way up. Could have added more. Hamad. Let's see. On this sharp move down, I want you to start putting the wrist box here and then look for 1, 2, 3s, because there's a possibility right there. Now remember, if we had gotten short here, right, and then made this trade, I'd be coaching you to get out at this one because it looks like that run is done, which now means there's a 1, 2, 3 going this way. And if you put that as a risk box, you might have been able to play that trade to there. I love this short. I'd like to see you get out in here at the edge of the dragon rather than letting it come all the way through the dragon. I like this PSAR flip to here. I love this reversal. Yeah, it got paid. I love the re-entry. Yeah, second position could have been. I don't mind that as a second entry as long as you take that quick, and then there's your PSAR flip. Oh, man, with a Kata 2 and a Kata 2. Still, we'll take that. That's some nice work all day. Let's see if we can total that up. So minus 0.8, minus 1.8, plus 2.5, 3. So that's about 1.2. And that's not even getting the big move. We'll come back to that one. Really? Come on. This is... We'll come back to Hamad's in a second. I got to reload them. Now, we didn't take the collapsing dragon, but we did take the SSC. Got paid once. There's a Kata 2 and a Kata 2 and a Kata 2, so there's another move up there. And your natural exit would be at the PSAR flip. Look how good the PSAR is. When that breaks, that means it's that. I'd like to be short here. Tries a Kata 2 here. stays way too long, and we should be short right there. So a little bit late getting in. Could a second position here, then this would be a good exit. And there's a COTA 2, which would get paid. All right, back to Hamad. This is Brazil. All right, so large gap up on this little sell-off and the breaking of that shelf. I might have tried that. I might have tried a 1, 2, 3 exit on the long side. This one that rolls over and then starts coming back up, I understand that one. This is supposed to work right away. And so I would have tried maybe to just get out here. Or after this one when it comes back through here. I think this is waiting too long. It had 2 runs down and never followed through. I love this short on the other hand. And I like this exit, and I like to see that as a stop and reverse, because now you have this trade. This one is an emerging dragon and a Z3 pinch breakout. You give back all the uncertainty. It does scratch for you. Quick loss. This could be a stop and reverse again with an exit here. I love this entry. And I would love to see this COTA 2 and that COTA 2. And there's your PSAR flip, trusting the PSAR. That tells you what side of the trade you want to be on. Nice work here in the cues. Good coaching. Micro paid. I like the second entry and a quick exit and then the stop and reverse. Quick scratch, got paid. Love this re-entry, get paid. This is the re-entry I'm looking for. Really nice. 5.6. Mullen wants to get paid, gets paid, but we can get short again here or here and still get paid twice. And then there's our SSC to get paid. This is a little bit late. I'd like to see you get in here. Great exit. This is the stop and reverse that gets paid. I'd take this one short and then probably scratch and then probably try that long. But we'll take 0.66. I think you wanted to get paid and I want to get paid. Let's get paid. Damien, really proud of you on this one. This is the S&P, and I'm looking at where is our timing on this? Oh, this is 1 minute charts. Okay. Peaks comes through the edge of the dragon, spine of the dragon. PSAR flips, so he's short. Actually, that should be like that. So this is 1. The 2R battle drill is probably right there. But it takes 1.75, gets paid, and I'm glad to see that. This is Eugene. Now, you'll recall yesterday he set up KRE for us. And here's where it closed. It gapped up to here, sold off one risk box, so he and OR3s it. So he gets short, adds the second position on the 2R battle drill. It goes another R, comes back, so he cashes, re-enters, and cashes for net 2.5. Yeah, and then I would agree, maybe 1 bar late on the exit here rather than here, especially with 2 positions on that. That makes a little bit of a difference. That might almost be an R. The S&P on the 3s. Big gap up, gets the short where we did. 2R battle drill gets paid. I think there was an entry here. You do get that one on the PSAR flip, which is more disciplined. There's 2R. I love the quick effort and the quick scratch. I like the patience and gets paid. 4.3. We'll take that. That's good work. Wayfair, he played this one for the short side. You'll recall he set this one up yesterday. So this is, I think, where the opening is, like right here. He waits for that to roll over, gets paid. PSAR flip, short. Maybe waited a little long on that one. Maybe we could take that here. And now on this rollover, he's ready to take that as a swing short. I like that because you're looking at this compound short, and then Wayfair was on the longer time frame ready to collapse too. So there's a good reason to believe there's one more leg of shortness in that. Yeah, this is the longer view of that one. So now he's looking at the 30-minute, and the position that he holds overnight for that short. And now notice that this is a much wider stop on the 30-minute, and it's above this shelf. So even if it enters in here, the bias is still to the downside. It has to get above this support level before it becomes a Kata 2. So that's an appropriate noise box for that short. And then this is the reasonable target on the downside. And then that gives you 2-to-1 reward to risk. And then if that fails, you put a second position short there. And that's that. Really good work from the team. I'll tell you what. Pretty good work. All right, let's go to yep, so on the 150, we're still monkeying around, and here it was a large range day, still in a zero state, ready to go large either direction. You can see how big today's range was compared to yesterday's range. Look at that range expansion in both directions. So it's still kind of a zero state deciding which way to go. And you saw from the intraday move that it made large moves in both directions. So this is, there were actually 3 large moves. There was the first gap up, then the harsh sell-off, and then the harsh recovery. And each one of those legs by itself was bigger than yesterday's move. That's how volatile it was. That's why tomorrow should be fireworks, and it's right around the zero state here, so it's ready to go. And now you can see, like for the larger swing time frames, these larger positions where that's where we would want to get second positions on for the swing trades. Nice little recovery, still bull quiet, risk off. Again, that supports large moves in either direction. The ones that are closest to their 10-day high, Microsoft, McDonald's, Walmart, Travelers, Merck. Intel still has a long way to go for recovery, as does energy and steel. Weakness in that regional bank. Dow Tactical, big strength here in Microsoft, big weakness in Nucor Steel. Nvidia, big win. Apple, big win. Some real winners emerging today. Mexico, love them. Latin America, naturally. Technology moving back to the forefront. That's good. That reinforces NVIDIA, and that's S&P Tech, also very good. A lot to love right there. Standard work in the auto framer and in the squeeze. No, with the large range today, not surprising, only Treasuries and United Health were squeezes. Everything else had large ranges. Godzilla setup for the snipers. Another large range day for Tyson Foods. So the Godzilla continues to enrage. PayPal, another big day in our tactical symbol set. Yeah, Tyson Foods continued to the downside. Some one-day movers in there. So EA, Electronic Arts, and our swing, big down day. There's Tyson Foods, PayPal. So we've got some nice potentials in there from our tactical symbol set. Notice that all of the metals today, Alcoa, U.S. Steel, Cliff, all had big down days. U.S. Steel has the best upside at 1.7 to 1. Devon was weak. NVIDIA was very strong today, so that's one of my leading candidates for the north side. They're getting a lot of favorable press from the AI press that loves their chips. Lots of big winners in here today. Whoops. No surprises. Mexico, tech. Brazil, tech. Microsoft, Apple, Cisco for a bit of a value play. And that's everything we got. We'll get this published and posted and be ready. Tomorrow is fireworks day. Big moving day tomorrow. That's everything we got, and we'll catch you tomorrow.